Every time I go to the St. Andrew's Heritage Center, I learn something new. I'm peeling through all the different tartans, trying to find my last name, just gathering new fun facts. And Joseph Bernacki's there this morning from the parlor room. Good morning, Joseph.
Yeah. Good morning, Ainsley. Yeah, we'll be heading into the parlor room in just a moment. I'm very pleased to be joined again by Talin Thompson, and program coordinator here from St. Andrew's Rectory and Heritage Center. Talin, talk to us about the construction of this manor. It's absolutely really interesting to learn about. Yeah,
so this building was built in 1954, like I mentioned, and it was built using all locally quarried limestone, and it was built using many of the tools that you see in this display here. Another very interesting piece that we note is that it was actually deconstructed in the 1980s and reconstructed to make the building more structurally sound.
And that digital frame on the left kind of encompasses that and shows a nice timeline. Yeah. Well, and then across the hall here in the foyer, of course, we got the history of all the served and spent time here. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so John West was the first reverend that came into the area, and he lived in a wooden rectory. And just below that, William Cochran, he really started all the construction process here on the two rectory and the church across the road.
And if we head into the parlor, we can actually showcase more of this beautiful house. So many different things to see in this room. What would you like to talk about first? I know you mentioned before we were live, the couch on the left is quite stunning to look at.
Yeah, so that couch is a mid-18th century or 19th century couch. It's actually made of the tail hairs of a horse. And they made these, they were actually surprisingly relatively cheap to build. So they were pretty common in a European house.
And of course, there's all these lovely plates on display. Well, what can you tell us about, I know the one you wanted to highlight before in the back there.
Yeah, so that plate with the fasteners in it, it's actually called a staple plate. And that's because the plates that would have broken, instead of sending them all the way back to Europe to be replaced, they would take them over to the Hudson's or to Lower Fort Garry, to the jeweler, and he would drill holes in them and repair them.
And what do you love the most about this room?
I just love all the clutter. It really shows off kind of the wealth that the Reverend would have had. This was their important gathering place for important members of the community. Well,
it's appreciated to have you on our show again, Talin. You'll be joining us again for one more segment. We'll be back at 7:42 talking about some of the agricultural history and some of the settlers that came to St. Andrews. Stay tuned.